Is it time to buy or sell EMCOR Group stock? In this video, we will explore EMCOR Group in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 5th of September, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and activate the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You certainly do not want to miss any crucial updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by utilizing our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the potential of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be interpreted as financial advice. Since the 23rd of April, 2025, our system has ranked EMCOR Group as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.28. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, experiencing a gain of 62.81% since we first recommended purchasing EMCOR Group 94 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.67% per day since it was categorized as hold or accumulate. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 34.94% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 34.94% to 44.82%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 26.86%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 19.01% to positive 30.05% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $506.53 and $813.34. Our latest daily update for EMCOR Group includes the headline, Weaker Technical Forecast for EMCOR Group as stock downgraded to hold accumulate. The EMCOR Group Inc. stock price fell by 2.37% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 5th of September, 2025, decreasing from $640.57 to $625.40. During that day, the stock fluctuated by 4.59%, with a low at $612.50 and a high of $640.59. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 2.38% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 62,000 shares, but this occurred alongside falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slightly increased risk over the next couple of days. In total, 392,000 shares were bought and sold for approximately $245,120,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $664.24, while the lowest was $320.89. Currently, the price is 5.85%, or $38.84, below the 52-week high of $664.24, which also marks the all-time high for the stock. EMCOR Group is gaining attention this week. The company has been selected to join the S&P 500 during the index's September rebalancing. This change typically compels index and passive funds to purchase shares, resulting in increased liquidity and heightened investor interest. Such buying pressure can elevate the stock price in the short term and often leads to expanded valuation multiples as more institutions take positions. Current trading momentum supports this move. EMCOR has experienced approximately a 40% increase in 2025, and analysts are noting a new base and potential breakout associated with its involvement in artificial intelligence data center construction. Management will also be participating in investor conferences next week, providing an opportunity to reinforce guidance and transform market interest into long-term institutional ownership. While there are risks to consider, such as the possibility of rebalancing flows reversing after the event and the cyclical nature of construction margins, the long-term outlook remains promising. The inclusion in the S&P, along with consistent demand from artificial intelligence infrastructure and energy transition, should foster increased liquidity, broader ownership, and the potential for sustained multiple expansion if revenue and margin trends remain stable. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 5th of August 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned EME a buy rating along with a hold action. On Friday, the 27th of June, 2025, it was reported that TD Securities assigned EME a buy rating with an initialize action. On Friday, the 27th of June, 2025, it was also reported that Jefferies assigned EME a buy rating with an initialize action. On Friday, the 27th of June, 2025, William Blair assigned EME an outperform rating, taking an initialize action. On Friday, the 27th of June, 2025, Hovde Group rated EME as market perform and also took an initialize action. Analysts have assigned a general neutral rating to the stock of EMCOR Group. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as a strong sell. However, when it comes to return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for EMCOR Group. EMCOR Group Inc. stock currently presents a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, it also shows a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average, this indicates a general buy signal for the stock, suggesting a positive outlook. Should the stock experience further gains, it might encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $627.27. Conversely, if the stock declines, it may find support from the long-term average at about $613.96. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a drop below the long-term average will result in a sell signal. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Some negative signals have also been noted, which could impact near-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, September 4, 2025, resulting in a decline of 2.37% thus far. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. The volume increased while prices fell yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the stock should be monitored more closely. The stock exhibited a golden star signal on Tuesday, September 10, 2024, in the long-term chart. A golden star signal occurs when the short-term moving average, the long-term moving average, and the price line converge in a distinctive manner. This occurrence is quite rare and is often followed by significant and sustained gains for the stock. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 2 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 2 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 9 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 88 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 77 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for EMCOR Group. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at 530.88 and 530.62. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level could lead to a decline toward the next support. In this case, EMCOR Group Incorporated finds support just below today's level at 530.88. If this support is breached, the next level from accumulated volume will be at 530.62 and 485.03. Generally, the stock tends to exhibit controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the associated risk is considered very low. During the last day, the stock experienced a movement of 28.09 between its high and low, corresponding to 4.59%. Over the past week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 3.22%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for EMCOR Group, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively typical PE ratio, often observed in companies with long histories or stable revenues. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 30th of October, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $6.62. Keep a close watch on these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for EMCOR Group. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for EMCOR Group is at $627.49. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before considering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could serve as a potential point for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, EMCOR Group faces its initial support level at $530.88. Should this support level hold, it might present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for EMCOR Group from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. On the 31st of July, 2025, Reed William P. conducted an insider purchase of 1 share of common stock. On the 31st of July, 2025, Altmaier John W. conducted an insider purchase of 2 shares of common stock. On the 31st of July, 2025, Nalbandian Jason R. conducted an insider purchase of 2 shares of common stock. On the 31st of July, 2025, Mauricio Maxine Lum conducted an insider purchase of 3 shares of common stock. On the 31st of July, 2025, Guzzy Anthony conducted an insider purchase of 15 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, the calculated insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 30.422. In total, insiders purchased 29,044 shares and sold 65,548 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $602.26, reflecting a decrease of 3.7%. This stock exhibits very low daily movements, which translates to minimal risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal indicated by a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is EMCOR Group stock a good buy? EMCOR Group Incorporated presents several positive indicators, but we do not consider these sufficient for a buy recommendation. At its current level, it should be regarded as a hold candidate, meaning to hold or accumulate shares while awaiting further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical outlook, we have revised our analysis from a strong buy to a hold recommendation since our last evaluation. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Monday, September 8th, we anticipate EMCOR Group will open higher by approximately 763 cents, starting at a price of $626.16. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. It is important that you do not base your investment decisions solely on information from StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.